Hello folks, and welcome to another training with Physician Services Incorporated. Okay folks, so today we are speaking of body hair collections. Let's get started really quick here. Alright, so we're going to start with our Omega Laboratories hair collection kit. Same one we use for head hair. So we start with a transport bag, followed by the transport envelope, a specimen pouch with a little ruler, and your hair specimen transport tray. Don't forget your 938 Omega form, and only this time, instead of a scissor, you will be using a disposable razor to cut the participant's hair. Now, quick note on body hair collections: they cannot be mixed with head hair, but they can be mixed with other body hair like arms, legs, chest, and instead of a ballpoint pen diameter, you will need to collect a cotton ball diameter worth of hair. So we're gonna collect our participant's armpit hair. Alright, so we expose the armpit. Grab your disposable razor and make sure it's a fresh one. Please do not reuse razors on participants for obvious reasons. And your transport tray, right? So here, let's get cutting. Okay, so let's shave upward just a little bit, be gentle, and let's see if we can catch it in the transport tray. Now, just to let you know, sometimes, body hair can be unruly and it can be kind of weird to work with. But yeah, and remember how I said you can mix body hair? So if there's not enough on the armpits, you can just, mix it with other body hair there, as long as it's properly marked on the chain of custody, on the Omega chain of custody. I'm just gonna collect here on my gloves. Remember, folks, we use fresh gloves for every participant, right? Right? I'm looking at you back there. Fresh gloves, every participant. Anyways, so fresh gloves, and sometimes it's just easier for me just to collect on my glove like that. We should have no issues for it just clumping together on your glove. Alright, make sure we're very careful with the participant's armpit, sensitive area. Okay. Alright, see? Nice and clean. It goes right on there. Alright, and then we bunch it up. Just to let you folks know, when I go off camera here and I'm bunching up the hair, I'm not doing it on the counter itself. I'm not doing it on a napkin. See how I'm doing it on the specimen collection tray? Just like that. Nice and neat. And we bunch it all together. Now, next, when it comes down to folding it over, we're going to try to be as careful as we possibly can because, yes, I'll say it again, body hair can be very unruly. Well, really any hair can be. It can be a mess to work with, and it tries to stick to your gloves and stuff, and it's just messy. So be very careful. So we're going to fold it over once. Okay, and then we're going to fold it over one more time. Just like that. And then we're going to put it into the transport envelope. Now we make sure that there's nothing in there, right? No contaminants, foreign agents, things of that nature. We'll put it in there, and we fold the flap. Right? There you go. And we're going to put a security seal from the Omega 938 right there. Alright, next. So, we make sure the participant signs the very bottom. For some reason, this gets forgotten a lot, so let's not forget. So they sign their name, print their name, a phone number that they use for DCS, date of birth, date of collection. And then we're going to have them initial the seal at the very bottom. We peel off that sticker from the very bottom there, and we put it on the specimen. And please don't forget to have your participant initial and date. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of awkward watching somebody write as you film. It's just weird. Okay, just like that. Okay, you grab your 938 now, and we do one quick check over. So we have the printed name, the ID, it's random, it's marked as a hair 5 panel, we marked it as body hair, an armpit, we marked there. We did our our signature, time and date, and so did they, and everything looked squared away, folks. Alright, time to remove those perforations. And remember, the Omega 938s will give you all the names of the forms. And so the donor copy stays with donor. And then the collection site copy stays with them. And then the rest of them come to us, along with the PSI chain of custody. Okay, so we fold things over just like so, nice and neat. Again, with the PSI COC in it somehow, some way in there. And then we put the writing of the 938 up against the clear side of the bag. Just like that, so it's nice and easy to read when it gets up to the CSR offices. Don't forget your specimen, because I've seen that happen before. We get COCs and no specimen, or specimen with no COCs. Then you remove that adhesive protection, and then you seal the bag. Guess what, folks? You're all set. See, that wasn't that bad. Thanks for joining me, folks. I appreciate you being here.